for in particular here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. There's the whistle, and here we go. João Neves. Now it's Shomorodov. Oh, good ball! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Aimed in towards the centre. Vitinha. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. That is a great pick out. That's very neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, nice touch. A chance to play it in. That has been knocked clear. That's a cute ball. Climbs up big! And it's a goal!
What a super start. A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it. Portugal, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Portugal gain their reward with an early goal. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Spread out to the left. Danger averted for now. Drives it in.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, gently done. Now it's Shomorodov. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a threatening ball. Shomorodov! Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Dalla. And here's Bernardo Silva. Tries a measured ball. And he's there to clear it. There's the shot! It's a loose ball. Out of play for a throw. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. João Neves. Pedro Neto. And he decides to cross it. Oh, that's not going to find its target. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Ruben Dias gets it away. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. Vitinha. Picks it up out wide. Nuno Mendes. Lovely feet. Nuno Mendes. Oh, what a climb! It's a good run down the right. And it's hoisted clear. Pedro Neto. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Oh, delicate chip through. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gonçalo Inácio. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Bernardo Silva. That is lovely. That's the keeper's ball. Portugal making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Pedro Neto. Portugal have got themselves in front very early here. Well, that's well seen too. Aim forwards. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Looking for a decent ball in. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. First quarter of an hour gone. João Neves. Out to the left it goes. Hangs in a cross. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Kusenov moved on forwards. Can he deliver? Oh, sweet feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mendes clears it away. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the shot! Ruben Dias. João Neves. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's really well manoeuvred. Uzbekistan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Bernardo Silva! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Out to the right. That's tidy. Gets into some space. It's a mighty effort! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. João Neves. And he goes cross-field. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Vitinha. And it's Dallo. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. João Neves. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Shomorodov. Over to the left. That's a nicely weighted pass. Mendes gets good distance on it. Clearly not happy with that. Delicate ball, and it needs to be... Can he finish? Sticks it away! They have come roaring back! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Uzbekistan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a great ball here. He's having a shot! And he's there to get it away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Diogo Dalot. And here's Bernardo Silva. So who's he picking out? Produces a cross. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Showing good feet. Oh, great! Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Shomorodov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Flings in across. Inacio attempts a clearance. João Neves aim forwards. Gonçalo Inacio. Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. And here's Neto. Hit into the middle.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that. "30 minutes gone."
Shomorodov. He could be in here. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
João Neves. Uzbekistan keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Kusanov. Nice control. Played into space out wide. Bernardo Silva, and the pass is intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kusanov looks to the other side. Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. Vitinha. Vitinha chooses to go cross-field. Diogo Dalot. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kusanov. That's a good... And the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Kusanov. That's really well manoeuvred. Uzbekistan have a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Oh, it's come loose! Kusanov. Moved on forwards. Tries to get it clear. That pass has been well intercepted. It's made its way to him. Shapes to shoot! Mendes tries to clear. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo played out to the left flank. And he's there to clear it. Bernardo Silva going full steam down the flank. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Herring after the... Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. He can get that clear. Nuno Mendes. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kusanov. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short, and it's Mendes. And here's Bruno Fernandes! Oh, another save. And that has been cleared. Vitinha. Cleared without complication. Inacio aimed forwards. Ruben Dias played out towards the right wing. Now this could be a chance. Real chance! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Kusanov. And it's gone back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Vitinha. Moved on forwards. Uzbekistan going about. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Uzbekistan get the second half started. Very nicely done. It's a great... takes a shot! João Neves. Shomorodov. Nuno Mendes. And it's played forward. Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's an imaginative pass. Ruben Dias tries to clear. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Gonçalo Inácio. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Lobbed in behind. Can he latch on to this? And that has been clubbed away. And he's heaved it away. Bernardo Silva. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot tries making a foray down the right. And he's there to clear it. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kusanov clears it away. Searching pass he's played there. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Goes for the shot! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
That's really well manoeuvred. Takes the shot! Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Gonzalo Inacio. Played towards the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Shoots! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Kusenov. Aim forwards. Shomorodov. Now it's Shomorodov. Shot, surely! Nuno Mendes. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries a deft little ball. And he welcomes it in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bruno Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vitinha. Vitinha played over towards the opposite flank. And he cuts out the supply. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Moved on forwards. Nuno Mendes. Oh, smashing header! He hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Portugal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Shomorodov. Shomorodov tries to dink it through. João Neves. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Inacio, gently done. Now it's Shomorodov. Oh, good spread. That is a brilliant interception. And he thumps it clear. Nuno Mendes. That's an excellent interception. Diogo Dalot. Ruben Dias. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Spread out to the left. João Neves. Diogo Dalot. Bernardo Silva. Well timed, excellent interception. Kusanov. So we've reached the hour mark. Played out to the right. Now it's Shomorodov. And he's managed to get free. Turns and goes back. That's a cute ball. And that was very necessary. Now it's Shomorodov.
Shomorodov really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes played out towards the right wing. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Carries far too far and out of play. Kusanov. Now it's Shomorodov. Clipped into space. Corner given. Cleared away. Time to deliver. João Neves. Diogo Dalot. Ruben Dias. Vitinha. Out to the right. Too much on that, it's gone out. Pedro Neto. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's played forward. Real and Bernardo Silva! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter, and had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape. Portugal grab a 3-goal lead
It's just too easy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Kusanov shifted upfield. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's beaten the last man. Thinks one through. Ruben Dias can get it clear. Bernardo Silva. Kusanov. Moved on forwards. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. João Neves. Diogo Dalot, done delicate. Could be danger here. Cristiano Ronaldo! What a hit, the save was firm.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Tries to get it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Bernardo Silva shapes to shoot! Ruben Dias goes short. Kusanov looks to the other side. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bernardo Silva. João Neves. And it's lofted through here. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Aim forwards. This is gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cristiano Ronaldo. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. João Neves. João Neves, gently done. Diogo Dalot, played with finesse. Chance for a shot! And that's off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Kusenov. Good play on the left-hand side here. Kusenov. Shomorodov. Inacio does really well to win the ball there. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. And that is not finding anyone.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bernardo Silva looking for another chance! Just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
That's really well played. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. There will be a throw-in. Kusenov. Uzbekistan do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That has been cut short. Wins the duel this time. A lot of space ahead of him. And the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Excellent. Bruno Fernandes concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Mendes tries to clear. Cristiano Ronaldo. Gonzalo Inacio. Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. Diogo Dalot looks to get on the end of this. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pedro Neto.
Caresses it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it takes a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
And it's Mendes. Nice looking ball. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's neat. He's had a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
That is a little undercooked. Shomorodov. Swings, up he goes! Ruben Diaz attempts a clearance.
Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Diaz.
Vitinha. And it's played forward. Wins the duel this time. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Inacio getting this one clear. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Ruben Diaz plays it short. Bernardo Silva.
It's a mighty effort! That has been knocked. In he goes again! It goes to show he is human after all.
Out to the left it goes.
Great work on the overlap.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Lovely bit of skill. Delivered in.
Bruno Fernandes.
That's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. That's good play. There are a few waiting for it. And it's been taken short. He's had a shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Diogo Dalot.
He's set up one goal so far. João Neves.
Diogo Dalot. Bernardo Silva.
And he goes cross-field.
Pedro Neto.
Spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Played into the middle. Nice interception, well timed.
That'll be a throw.
Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Vitinha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, they could break here. Kusanov. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good spread. Is there any support? He might not need it. Vitinha.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto.
Running with the ball. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well read, nice interception. Kusanov. Kusanov. Uzbekistan getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Aim forwards, calmly anticipates.
Bruno Fernandes.
We expected better, and so did he. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal, well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.